about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have a fun look planned. It is a date night again. I just moisturized my skin. It's feeling a little dry. And I'm going to be featuring the Nars Summer Solstice palette. This was a special release like 2 or 3 years ago, and I want to do a flashback, and I don't think I've ever actually used this palette to its full potential. I want to do like a really warm bronzy look, and I don't think I've really used this color here at all. So we're going to dive into maybe we'll challenge ourselves to use all the colors. I might kind of shy away from the red a bit because I want more of a bronze look, but we'll see how it goes. So first I'm going to spray my face with my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Just a very quick light spray. I'm not even going to start, but I can't tell you guys how much I love that product. Going in with my Caliray So Blown Primer. Again, this is another product I'm going to have to replace soon. I think for the Sephora Spring Haul, I'll be getting a few goodies, picking up a few replacements. I did actually get a new Charlotte Tilbury setting spray last time for fall, but I think this time I'm going to have to start making a list. I'm going to have to make that list pretty soon because I do know I'm running out of products that I absolutely love. Okay, but then once the primer is applied, I'm going to go in with my current favorite foundation. You guys, when I first got this foundation, I did not like it at all. This is the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclait Teinte foundation. I hated it. I don't know what changed. Maybe it's my skin type, the way my skin is right now. I don't really know. All I know is that I love it, and I honestly couldn't tell you exactly what it is, but I just love it. And I don't really apply much to my forehead. I don't start there. Generally with any foundation, I start from the center of my face, like my nose, and then I really work my way out, because around my mouth and my nose and underneath my eyes, although I don't put a lot of product around my eyes, I take the brush once the foundation has been applied to my face, and then I just kind of come around and I put whatever is remaining there. And the same thing with my forehead too, because my forehead shows the product a lot, and if I add lots of powder right here, it really shows product. So I have to be really careful with how much product I apply, and really the only point of foundation is to even out your skin tone. It's not to cover up anything. If you do need to cover up, go in with concealer. Okay, and I think that's pretty good actually. This foundation, I used 2 pumps, and I feel like it covers up really, really well for like a medium to light coverage foundation. Like this is probably the best foundation I have. I don't know. I say that about a couple of them, but that one is really, really nice. So now I'm going to use a different concealer today. I'm going to use my Tower 28 concealer. I see E on the bottom. That's all I see. Just because the tone is kind of what I'm looking for right now. My Kosas is my all-time favorite, but I'm going to try this today because it's a bit more neutral as opposed to like sand colored. So we'll use this and try it out. I'm not going to use anywhere else. Don't really need it. If you don't need it, don't put it on because it just kind of gets cakey. Not this product. I'm just talking like any concealer, because as soon as you put concealer and foundation on, it's like you gotta set it with powder, and then as soon as you add lots of powder, it's like then your look just I don't know. It's like the more you add, the more it kind of detracts away. So try to stay clear of lots and lots and lots of product. I'm gonna add what's left over from my brush around my nose to cover up my veins. And again, this product blended in quite nicely. From my last experience with this concealer though, I think it did crease more than the Kosas one does, so just be careful of that. If you guys have Tower 28 concealer, what do you think? Give me your honest feedback, because yeah, I've had it kind of get squishy and ucky on me. So I'm going in with a brush here, a Z-brush. I think I left my powder downstairs. Okay, so I left my all-time favorite powder, my Huda Beauty one, the one that's in the compact. I left it downstairs, so I'm not going to go down and get it. Instead, I'm going to use my Kosas baked powder. This is the Cloud Set powder, and this is the shade Feathery. So I'll use this today instead, just because I don't have the other one. The other one is definitely more brightening, but we'll use this. This one's nice because it is a baked in the sun palette-like powder, and it is nice too. It's a compact, it doesn't leave a lot of residue, and you don't need to have the whole like powder flying in the air moment. I'm just going to buff out any foundation that settled into my forehead expression lines, because it sure does there. It's like the best place for it to settle. Okay, and then I'm quickly going to set that with powder so it doesn't try it again. And that's it. Okay, so then the next step is brows. I'm going to quickly do that off camera. We will return in a minute. Alrighty, so we are back. Now, this look wouldn't be complete if I'm going to do a bronze eye. I feel like I need a little bronze or a little contour on my face at least. So what I'm going to do, I was going to go in with my Too Faced contour, my Cocoa contour. I do love this palette. And while I still could, I think, because I want a little bit more, let me think here. Maybe we will, because I do want more of a contour. I'll add more of like, for blush, I'll take a more browny rose color, so that my eye doesn't like clash with the cheek, if you know what I mean, because that can happen, and it's not a nice look. So I'm going to take my favorite angled contour brush, and I'm going to go into this medium shade here. It's called Medium Contour. Contour. We're going to shade the cheeks. And I'm going to do a fairly deep contour here. You can see that line. It's like pretty dark. Okay, I contoured my nose, under the lip, a little bit under the jaw, not much. And then I'm going to go around the temples. A lot on the temple here. A little bit surrounding the perimeter of the hairline area, the top of the forehead. Bring it down to the bottom temple and just go to town on that temple. And that really helps the face area kind of protrude a little bit, or, you know, the appearance, the image of it protruding. It's not really, it's just it's contour. If you guys have ever seen that, I think it's on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or something, there's that girl who literally uses concealer to shape her nose. So when she goes like this, and her nose is nice, her nose is perfect, she'll like do like a big V, like sideways, and it looks like her nose is like in a V after she blends it out. And then there's just different techniques and different ways you can do that, right? So it literally actually changes the shape of your nose. So contour is an actual thing, you guys. And like in that video, of course, it's a little bit more exaggerated, but it's just showing what it can do for you. Okay, so I'm not so worried about blending the top portion of the contour, just the bottom part here. So this side, I feel like I went a little bit heavier, so I'm going to blend it out. And then I won't use, I'm not going to use the powder I used before. I'm going to go into the Laurent Mercier powder. This is something I rarely do, but I'm going to take a larger powder brush, and I'm just going to, like, not really bake, but do a line right here to make that line a little bit more exaggerated. I don't really like doing this because I don't like exaggerated lines. But in this case, I just want to clear it up a bit. And you can do this if you think that your contour is going too low down your cheek. And some people just like leave it there as a line and then you can buff it out later, and that's baking it basically. Okay, so I'll leave that for now. Let's check out the Coeur de Rosa blush palette. This one might be okay, so we'll go into this one. The Sigma Coeur de Rosa, so beautiful. And I am going to go into this bottom corner one. It's a little bit more brown toned, which I think will, and it's a little shimmery, so I think it'll be nice with the contour as well as the eyeshadow look. Don't need too much because we're going to go too much on the blush today. Just a little bit everywhere, basically. Take that big fluffy brush and buff it out again. If you're not happy with the blend, go back in with your blush brush and just keep blending. And I'm already not really happy with the concealer. It's starting to do a weird thing underneath my eyes, so maybe I'll cover that up with I do shadow. When I'm doing bronze, I love to do a bronze moment under the eye. Okay, my lips just need something. I was going to do a nude lip. I'm just going to go in with my Makeup by Mario Barely Pink. It's just the lipstick. I don't want the lipstick. Plumping lip color. I want the other one. Let's see if I have something. Maybe I'll use this. This is just Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I'll use it. I need something. My lips are so dry right now. Oh, it's really pink. Now I'm going to go looking for is, I used to have this, I still have it somewhere. It's this eyeliner. I think I can buy more of it online. I just don't know if I have it anymore. Maybe I'll just use my Milani. Or maybe, I don't know. It was this whiskey colored eyeliner, so it was almost this golden, like sherry brown, and it was my favorite color. I think it's actually all gone. I do have the brown color though somewhere. Let's see if I have it. It's here. I swear it is. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do instead? I don't want to do black. I think black is too harsh. So instead, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade 612 Dimensional Dark Brown. I'm going to line my waterlines. And I'm actually not going to do lashes today. I bought this like pack of mascara from Costco, so I'm going to use this. And I'm not sure if I'm going to open them all, but I want to try that telescopic lift, I think, just to see how like long and high I can get my lashes, because I'm so used to using lashes, and I do find that if you do shadow looks, you can't see the look after you're done. So I'm just going to do mascara. I have used this one before and I haven't loved it. That was a long time ago. I do love this one, the Lash Paradise. That's also one of my favorites, but I'm going to try this one because I haven't tried this one yet. They're all in Blackest Black. Okay, I'm just going to go over this a little bit with my foundation brush. I don't love blush that shimmers as much. I do find that it has a tendency to like bring up the like any texture that you have to your face. Okay, so we're gonna go into the palette. I'm excited to use this. This has got a lot of views whenever I make a video on this palette. It is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we're going to use an E25, which is a flat blending brush. I'm going to dip into that top warm color right there. I know it's the darkest color in the palette, but I'm not afraid of a little color. And we're going to go straight into the crease. And I'm going to blend, and I'm going to add more color on, and then we're going to blend. I'll be back when I have completed the appropriate blending. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the fluffy brush, and I'm just going to make sure that the edges of that shadow are just nice and blended out. I have not used any other color. I'm just going to stay with this color palette because it's so pretty. Such a warm toned bronzy brown. Okay. And then I'm going to go on the lower lash line with the same color. In this example, this instance, I'm going to use the eye shading E55 by Sigma, dip into that same color. And the only reason I'm using this is because it's a wide, fluffy brush, so I don't have to work too hard at trying to spread it over my eye. If I was to use a pencil brush, it just takes forever. And then it's kind of like you're stabbing your eye. There's something about having color on that lower lash line that's just so pretty. And then you blend it in with that brown eyeliner and it's even prettier. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go back in with this brush. It doesn't have any extra color on it. And we're going to blend the lower lash line too. I'm not going to take it out as far though. I think that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now I have to decide. I think what I'm going to do with my finger, perhaps the middle shade here. I'm going to take that rich coppery bronzy brown and I'm going to put this on the lid. Okay, and then I'm going to dip into the brush just a little bit, that same color, and I'm going to go over top of that and just kind of blend it into the matte brown shade. Okay, and then I'm also going to go back into that firm brush that I used for the lower lash line, dip into the middle shade and press that into the lower lash line as well. Put a little sparkle along the lower lash line. Okay, and then I think for the final touch, I want to go into this shade here, but I'm going to need a smaller brush for this step. So I'm going to spray an E27, which is a brush that is the same as the blending brush, but a little bit smaller. Sprayed it, I'm going to go into the sparkles, and I want to add this on the inner corner, but not like, I'll use the inner corner for like with my Mary Lou probably, or my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, but I'm adding this to the actual lid. Just for dimension and a touch of brightness on the inner corner, but that's still part of the shadow look. I will bring this on the lower lash line, just at the beginning here. Again, kind of for the same effect, for that little bit of sparkle and a little bit of brightness. Okay, and I think that's it for the shadow look. So then what I want to do is, I think I'm going to add highlighter first. So let's do that. So I will use my Charlotte Tilbury, I can never remember the name of this, the Hollywood Glowglide Face Architect Highlighter in Champagne Glow. I'm going to take my little highlighter brush and go over the high points of my face. And then I'm just going to use a small brush, pencil brush. Ouch! I just got a sliver from my brush. Wow. Okay. My brush has given me splinters. It hurt. I'm going to take some of that highlighter and put this on the inner corner. And then we're going to spray the entire face. Okay, this particular setting spray is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is one of the ones that I was almost out of, and I bought like a huge one in fall, so I will be opening that one soon. And now I'm going to align my upper lash line. I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid liner. Okay, so for this one, I don't really do a precise like line really. Essentially, when I'm wearing lashes, it's to kind of build a base for the lashes to sit on, because if they sit on the shadow, I find they don't stick that well. So it's like a base, it's a liquid, dries down, and it makes it easier for the lashes to stick. When I'm just using mascara, what I like to do is really press between the lashes. And that's also kind of the point of wearing liner on the waterline, because it gets right in between the lashes. And it looks like you've got a really dark lash base to start from. And then when you put on your mascara, it really builds up and just kind of like makes your lashes look a lot longer. So we're going to put mascara on. I will be right back and show you what it looks like at the end. Okay guys, so I'm done with mascara. I did take off my lip stuff. Now I'm going to use my Morphe lip liner. This is a shade Bite Me, and I'm going to line the outside of my lips. Okay, so now that I've like changed the shape to like how I want them to look, I'm going to just go in with a gloss, I think. And I want the gloss to match the sparkly bronze shadow. So I'm using Pretzel Drip by Jeffree Star. This is from the Orgy collection, I believe, because of the nude top. To be honest, I've never really been a lipstick fan. I do it occasionally, but I do prefer a gloss. Yes, I think that is it for this look. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If you are new, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the bell button to be notified when I upload new content, usually every Monday. And I have a variety of videos, so some will be flashbacks, some will be new makeup. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Happy date night.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.